Okay, I've never been so petrified walking past freaking cows. Became like pretty quick. What time is it now?
6:15.
6:15.
Sunlight came up in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, we wanted to try and do like a time lapse or something.
It looks like the sun's going to come up on the left or right, whichever side that is.
But anyway, I had a good sleep. I went to bed early, I was like kaput. Lou was up a bit later than me. Heard funny voices, like the silo settles a bit, which luckily I missed because I'm a wimp. Yeah, I had a great sleep. It's actually surprisingly warm inside. Even the blankets, like they have feather down and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's pretty good. Today's going to be good. We just need to head out, try and get phone signal because there's like zero signal here and we didn't realize that. Because Lou just needs to like send a few messages and I just need to let my parents know that they can't reach me even if they want to. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get the signal and then we're going to go explore the farm. But first, coffee, because I'm dying for coffee. Hello, Mr. Alpaca. Hello. It's hanging in your hood. How cute a baby. Note that I've got the camera backpack, the snack bag, and William's got his knife. Okay, I've never been so petrified walking past freaking cows. So we've walked for a few k's just up the mountain and yeah, I'm completely unfit. I'm gonna feel this tomorrow, but for now just chilling, having a snack. We found like this cool rock in the middle of the veldsit. I just wish we had some shade, but it is what it is.
I think it's burning.
Nature's picnic blanket. Gosh, and now we need to go back past the killer cows. Beep 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 beep. Hands red fire. Fire in the burrow. Hello everyone, Future Tash here. I just need to get you up to speed on a few things that happened the morning when we left, because unfortunately I was in such a state I didn't get any footage. So the morning, as I was about to go shower, Llewellyn came running up and stopped me and said something was wrong with one of the alpacas. So we went outside to go look, because there was one on its own, and from the time we'd been there we realized they always like travel in a herd together, they're never alone, and there was one lone alpaca, and apparently Llewellyn saw him collapse. At this point I was in my pajamas, so was Lou. So we ran outside, we had a look, and it did not look good at all. And I mean, I know nothing about alpacas, so we needed to find help. I wanted to go see if there was like one of the farm hands or someone that can help, but Llewellyn like wanted us to phone the lady whose farm we were staying on to try and get hold of her. So before we go into this alpaca adventure, there's a few things that I think you should know beforehand. The first thing is we had no phone signal where we were, so you literally had to drive out a few kilometers to actually get signal, because we were in a valley, we were hidden from everything. Secondly, it had rained very heavily the night before, which means that 20k dirt road we were on to get there was now a mud road. I had been quite stressed about this as it was. Thirdly, my car may be called a mini SUV, but it's not a 4x4. So that had me stressed already. I really did not want to drive out and go phone this person, but anyway, so be it. So we piled in the car in our pajamas and navigated like the first bit of mud to try and go call, because we were both completely stressed out and freaked out. I don't even know how many Ks it was. It was a few in, and I just, as I was driving, I felt the car like sliding in the mud. And now I am not a farm girl. I might be from the Free State originally, but I'm a Dorpy girl, so I don't know how to navigate mud. And the car slid, I got stuck. No surprise. So now things are getting a little bit heated, because I can have a bit of a temper on me, and I did not want to drive out in the first place. But anyway, at this point we got out. Llewellyn had me try and like drive the car out, and he was pushing. We got out, but I mean, my shoes were full of mud. I'm walking around in the middle of nowhere in my pajamas again. And we drove on to the point where we could get signal. We phoned the owner of the farm. We let her know there was an issue, and she said she'd send someone out. Great. So at least that was sorted. And at this point, we then wanted to turn around to go back to the farm. I was too scared to drive, and I asked Llewellyn just to drive the car. Literally the farm just before the farm where we were staying, it was this uphill, and I remember as we went around the corner, I just saw these muddy tracks of doom, and it just looked like it was a mess. We tried to go up, car wasn't happening, like it kind of got stuck, but Llewellyn managed to reverse it out, went back out again, went up, and I actually got out of the car at this point, because you've learned I'm a stress pot. As he went up, the car was literally sliding, and it was by a ridge, and it got stuck, and there was no way out. We tried everything. This leaves us, I think, about like 7 in the morning, walking in the mud in our pajamas to go back to the farm where we're staying to try and find help. We just left the car there, walked back. At this point I was very upset. Unreasonably so probably, but I was just like, if we'd only just stayed on the farm and asked for help. But anyway, so we had a little bit of an argument, so now we've got this performance happening in the middle of nowhere in our pajamas, like walking to very angry people. When we got back to the farm, I said to Llewellyn, please, like, just find someone, sort it out. I'm going to go shower. Luckily the people at the farm were amazing. They came out, brought the tractor, so Llewellyn had like a little tractor ride back to the car, and they got it out of the mud, and the guy gave him a few pointers on how to navigate the mud, etc. So he came back, we packed up, and then we had to deal with 20 kilometers or more. I can't even remember. It felt like the longest road of my life of mud. So I asked Llewellyn to drive, because I knew there was no way I was getting us through all of that. I will say this, like, big up to him. Lou, like, somehow got us home. It took forever. It was like a really slow drive. Every time like we'd round a corner and we'd see like a gnarly patch that was just like just messed up. It was, yeah, my nerves were shot, but we made it. It was like the longest trip home. And then I happened to somehow take a route where we were on gravel patches more than road, because they were fixing the road, and I have never seen potholes that big. So clearly I should not be programming the route on Google Maps.
But would your life be any more exciting if you had?
I could do with less.
Really?
I could do with less. Just a smidgen. And I knew, babe, it's like I knew we were going to get
Then what?
to tell you, I went, let's go like knock on the door. There's people living like around the corner. And you were like, no, I want to speak to the owner. I need to speak to the owner. And I just knew we were going to get stuck. But anyway.
Well, think about it this way. If I did not get those tips, would we have made it through it? Or shall I rather put it this way? Would you have made it through it?
Sorry.
Still far away, but you could have got like...
I know I could have, but our paranoia hit me. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Because I'm just going to kill us if I do it. So let me just park myself.
It couldn't have been any worse than I did this morning.
If we write of the car, it would be. That would be worse.
Yeah, okay.
At least now the car is just covered in like layers of mud that can be washed off, but the car is not written off. That's great, you see.
Just say that again.
Just pee out the window.
Really?
Wait, just let like these like hardcore people behind me get past me, and then. So
I need to pee out the window because you don't want to stop.
Anxiety of performance of overtaking.
Performance anxiety.
Yes, when it comes to overtaking, yes I do. It freaks me out. And then I have this, I'm like the worst. I'm going to kill myself doing it. But and then it's just going to, like, that's how we're going to die. Right there, that's how we're going to die.
Are you sure?
That or trying to save an alpaca or a mongoose or something else.
Where the hell are you getting a mongoose?
I don't know.
I wanted to take a picture of the mongoose.
Who knows what exotic animals we might come across on our travels in future. A stag in Scotland. Maybe I'll die trying to save a stag in Scotland. So it's been a day. Battery's about to die. So we just got home. But I will show you all just how nasty this car is. She's a very dirty gold. You can just see the kind of mud he had. That was our epic Clarens adventure. It was amazing. I'd go back in a heartbeat, possibly with a 4x4 this time. I would recommend to anybody. It was a great adventure. And yeah, see you soon. Cheers.